Hello everybody and happy Thursday to you. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples. We are going to be entering a very busy period of time as we go towards our Friday, and then we can kind of let this all relax. Of course, Helene we're talking about as well. But today for Thursday, we do have a few showers. We're watching mostly light and overcast. Again, we're paying attention for tomorrow, and we're going to continue to remain unsettled as we go into next week as well. But it looks like there's going to be some light at the end of the tunnel. So we got a few days to get through a little bit of some gloominess and potential some severe weather as well. We're quiet at 4 o'clock this morning. Not much happening here locally, but rainfall since yesterday has been up towards the Hosky, Hertford County areas, up towards Elizabeth City, close to the Virginia-Carolina line. Of course, portions of Virginia yesterday had several confirmed tornadoes. They had a lot of tornado warnings that went off. Several of those have been looking under investigation by the National Weather Service here. This is what will be soon to be approaching with Helene, but you see here all this rain back here. This is not good news for these individuals because they're going to be already seeing a lot more rainfall coming pretty soon. There's the circulation of the storm there's right now still coming in at a very strong pattern as we go towards this morning. Florida is already feeling the impact of us outside of Apalachicola, Pensacola, Florida, all around the Panhandle up there. The Big Bend region already seeing impacts from that. All right, rare sight to see this, right? Tropical storm warning from the mountains of North Carolina. Typically, it's the opposite around, right? But most of the time, this is going to be heading that way. Tropical storm warnings, hurricane warnings down from Florida, Georgia, extending down to the Keys itself. All right, now still hitting at a Cat 1. This will eventually become a Cat 3 and 4 later on today. Unfortunately, giving them Florida about a Category 4 landfall this evening. The winds at 130 miles an hour, possibly gusting ever higher. And this thing's going to kind of do a little bit of loop-de-loop dance here. We'll see what this will be associated with. A low pressure by the weekend going into next week that will bring us some rainfall as well. But again, tomorrow we've issued a first alert weather day for the potential for strong to severe storms. This is not going to be a tropical rainfall. This kind of treat this like, as Zach has been telling you yesterday in the past several days, that more of a typical summertime shower and storm event here. Watching for the potential for some isolated tornadoes and gusty winds. I will say we're not going to probably see what we saw with Debbie because that was a whole different scenario. This is maybe some possible isolated tornado warnings here or there. We got a marginal risk of severe weather today, a slight risk for most of us tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center is putting that update as well. We also have Isaac that formed overnight and not going to be posing a threat to the U.S. Is kind of holding out, heading towards Portugal and Spain by next week as it will eventually weaken to a remnant low. Watching this little area right now, that would be Joyce with the next name. So we may have 3 named storms by the weekend. We'll see where we go from here, right? All right, winds are going to come out of the southeast today about 10 to 20 miles an hour. It's going to be breezy. All those high gust of winds moving in here. All right, they'll see those showers. That's going to be the exiting of that. But as we go towards tomorrow morning, we're quiet for now. Pack your rain gear as you're heading out to work and school tomorrow. You'll definitely need that for sure. And you see here by about noon tomorrow, this is the band of showers we'll keep a close eye on. This potentially could maybe spark a tornado warning, maybe an extreme thunderstorm warning get issued with this. And then here we are by 3, 4, 5 o'clock. This is out of here. And then we go quiet overnight into Saturday. So that's what we're watching for that as well. Rainfall, you can expect to see some localized flash flooding in between. A couple of models are trying to go a little hard here in Greenville, 3 to 4 inches. I think most areas will walk away with at least 2 to maybe 3 max out as well. Humidity lingers. We'll get a dip in that next week. Of course, football has been moved back tonight as a lot of that weather has been pending for tomorrow afternoon. So again, most of the football games have been moved back towards this evening though. I expect maybe a few showers here or there. I do think most of us should be okay. Saturday's going to be a little warmer, less rain chances, probably till later in the evening though, but it's going to be a nice toasty day out there to ECU. Again, highs today getting up in the low 80s. Those scattered showers and storms begin to be at play. Lows tonight fall down in the 70s here. Moderate risk of rip currents high all towards the other beaches as well. First alert weather day remains in effect till Friday there, watching that severe level threat. Meanwhile, right now, Saturday is looking pretty quiet, at least to say for now. Well, then again, we continue to remain unsettled as we head into next week. Highs hold in the upper 70s and low 80s.